Hello everyone, and welcome back once again to 3 short horror games. Leading us off for the night is Olfactorious, a game in which the search for missing people leads us to an abandoned deodorant factory. I guess thus making it a pun in a couple directions at once. I like that. Let's check it out. Keep in mind, by the way, that this is listed as a demo, so presumably there's a full game coming at some point. Staff only. Detective Joflowski was having a slow year with cases, until his ex-wife dropped by his office with a nose-shaped pin badge and talk of multiple disappearances around an old deodorant factory. Smelling something was fishy. You just can't help with the puns, huh? Joff set off to investigate the olfactory. His investigation leads him to the staff rooms. Why does this feel like a mystery from like a Spy Fox game or something? Well, the title and the premise may be ripe for puns and mockery, but you can't deny the spooky atmosphere. Oh, it is so dark. You really didn't bring a flashlight with you? I guess we're going to be navigating via the amnesia lantern. Great for atmospherics, but I have to say, I'd be worried about flammable materials in a place like this. Oh, and we can actually pick up the objects and examine them. And I can light it up with one. Ooh. But it seems it's going to be limited in the length we can have it out for, perhaps. And only now that we have a light source are we able to see just how oppressive this darkness is. Somebody here? Oh, come on, can we really not check the stalls? Well, I can't see through the... miss? You're looking plasticky today. That sobbing definitely continued even after I'd seen you. What are we dealing with? Why would a deodorant factory... I mean, I get the cheesy decor, maybe it closed in the 90s, but why did it have to have mannequins? Oh wait, there's something here. 5 people reported missing after last being seen near the olfactory. There are some who claim that a cult known as Olfactorious have been seen entering the abandoned factory. This cult has been linked to numerous kidnappings, thefts, and facial mutilations. There's currently a warrant out for the arrest of their ringleader, Alistair Campbell. Any information, please dial. The rest of the note is covered in green mucus. See, the weird thing is, it's combining the punniness with genuine creepiness, and it's making for some real mood whiplash, or at least mood confusion. Alright, so we need a basement key and a manager's key. Why does this artwork look so familiar? And ooh. Yes? You've got a nose glued to your face. It's like the opposite of that children's game. Okay, but we don't have time to dilly-dally. We're running out of time. They're doing more than facial mutilations. But am I meant to believe that they're actually, like, literally getting people's noses? Oh, we can zoom in, but it doesn't do us much good in the dark. My God. This is just going to be an endless cavalcade of mannequin jump scares, isn't it? Alistair keeps getting us to make these crazy nose dummies. He says it's all part of the plan to make us whole. But it just seems crazy to me. All I know is I can't shake the feeling of being watched when I'm around them. P.S. I've made a makeshift staircase so we can clean out the ventilation. Alistair's last experiment made a huge mess. So even your fellow cultists aren't all aboard. I'm trying to get a good look at your eyes. I mean, they had mentioned feeling watched. A candle to show us the way. Well, we can also pick up these boxes and move them. Horrifying. This is actually, in premise, it's reminding me a lot of the doll factory from Condemned 2. Can I get on here, please? Thank you. I should crawl C to prone. As this thing gets low down, the light is actually not very useful. Oh, I can't see a thing. Should I take comfort in the fact that you can't get me in the vents? I really hope there's some extra oil down here. A chest with a padlock on it. The one monkey. Joff, what you seek is in this box. This is addressed to me. I know you aren't much of a reader, so I'll give you a hint before you book it. The monkey shot the elephant. And that somehow leads to a 3-digit code? The monkey shot the elephant. The one monkey... Dear brothers and sisters, I write this notice to remind you all that the sacrifice of your olfactory system is integral in being brought closer to the all-smelling one. So it's the cultists themselves that are donating the facial features. Refusal to voluntarily part with your organs will result in forced sacrifice and temporary imprisonment until reformation is complete. Have a nice day, Alistair. Yes, that mandatory voluntary sacrifice. Well, we are totally out of light, so I don't know what to do now. We can turn on electrical features in the environment. Ooh, a radio. Is there any reason why I would want to turn you on or off? Ooh. It's very faint. That sounds almost like a baby monitor, like I can hear like a very small child like giggling or something. That's all we've got? Okay, we'll put you away for now. I can't see a thing. This is ridiculous. A sort of model kitchen and a table. Why are these important? And for that matter, why are they glowing? Are they on tablets? Not like I can tell. Did not notice you there before. Oh, what's through this door? Staff room key. Through here? Door's locked, but there's no keyhole. Alright, well, I'm a little stuck then. Oh wait, there's another book over here. The 5 Elephants. Alright, so monkey is 1, elephant's 5. That means there's another book around here somewhere that we can presumably pick up. We've just got to find it. What is this? Buddha. Alright, does Buddha have a number on him? I am waiting for him. Yeah, I just restarted the game to get my lantern oil back so I can be a little more sparing with it. And I am able to confirm that you definitely were not there before. Okay, well, let's have a look at these. Monkey shot the elephant. Yes, that's one monkey. And we can get a better look at what's over here. There's a book on the ground here as well. The 4 muskets. So 1, 4, 5? Oh, I get it. They're like, they're almost a Switch-style thing, but in the look of the NES. That's kind of neat, and we can turn that on as well. So we do have the opportunity to light our space somewhat. Yep, there you are. So let's try it. Let's go 1, 4, 5. There we are. Now what? The key. Ooh, 2 keys. Staff room and managers. That'll get us back to one of the ones from before. Howdy, folks! It's like a surprise party. All this would have been set up while I was crawling through the vents. Save us. Do you actually, like, become part of these mannequins? Redeem us. Smell us. I'll pass. And help us. In a bit. Now, door is locked. And also other stuff besides just locked. Is this the manager's room? Hello? There we are. Wow, who knew that a deodorant company could be so lucrative? I mean, whoever had an office like this must have been the man. The man made us whole. He broke us, then put us back together. The man gave us life. The man gave us scent. The closer the man is, the more control he has. We are never free. He's coming now. You must go to the basement and set us free. The basement, and these must be the keys. Oh my god. Why am I getting such a strange sense of body horror from a mannequin having its head twisted backwards? Actually, I'm just realizing this is the same picture from the menu. And now I realize if you really squint, it kind of looks like a view from below a nose, like those 2 dark circles or holes are nostrils. I guess we'll be learning the ways of these guys. Basement key, that's what we need. It's like all of this has been prepared for us. Look, this one's got a couple of rings. It's like party favors at the world's worst Halloween party. Or the best, I don't know. From here, that shimmer, it looks like the basement is flooded. I'm starting to wonder, since my wife is the one who turned me on to this, if she's not maybe part of it. I mean, since it seems quite clear by now, we're combining a lot of gaming phobias that I'm being lured into this. This light is already not doing much for me. And it looks like there's some kind of altar at the end of the hall there. This is what gets a shocked reaction from you. All-smelling nose, I submit to thee. I have brought you many lambs, and you have allowed me to create magnificent beings with them. I now bring you my final lamb. Once he has read this note, he shall be prime pickings for you. Enjoy, my lord. Well, that's about the time to get going. Should I be saving my lantern? We can hardly move. The water is so deep. Something is definitely... whatever it is, we've completed our part. And something tells me nothing can stop whatever's about to happen. I don't know if the game just crashed or if this is, like, over. I mean, that certainly would be a place for a demo to end. All right. So that was the demo for Olfactorious, and although it didn't show very much, I kind of liked what was there. I think the coolest thing for me was how it sort of rode that line between being so goofy in its premise that it's hard to take seriously, and being genuinely spooky in its presentation, because it creates kind of a disconnect in my mind that is sort of uncanny in its own way. Like, there's a sense of disturbance from not knowing exactly how it wants me to feel at a given moment. Also, the theme of noses and sense of smell is something that I don't think I've ever seen a game do before, and I'd be really interested to see how it continues that theme in a full game. Next up, Replace the Lamp. A job simulator-style horror game in which we play as an electrician who receives a strange request to replace all the lights in a client's house. Now, what could go wrong, right? Let's start taking jobs.
Hi, good night. Sorry for disturbing you, but I have a serious problem at my grandmother's house. Like all the lights in this house are blown out, and I checked the fuse box and there is no problem. Can they replace all the lights in this my grandmother's house? I will pay you more if you dare because it's really dark here. Okay, thank you.
Finally arrived. This light bulb box is really heavy. I have to quickly get into the house and put the box full of these light bulbs down, presumably. They're light bulbs, and there's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 of them. How heavy can they be? God, it's too dark. I have to turn on my head torch. I have to put this box full of light bulbs on the table. Too heavy to carry around. This headlamp's not doing much for me. Where is the table? It seems to be a nice place. Yeah, let's put them right there, you said, with a weird sense of urgency. It's heavy. Well, time to get to work. Can only take one at a time. Okay, so not unlike the Haunted Mansion, which I don't know if you'll have started seeing yet by the time this video goes up. It's our job to restore light to this place little by little. We just need to figure out where these things go. Over here, perhaps? No? I mean, presumably I should be looking on the ceilings, right? But I don't see anything. Ah, right here. Place the lamp. There we are. And that is much better. You know, I'm now realizing I actually wouldn't mind a game like this. A game where it's like Viscera cleanup detail, but the job is just to spread light in a dark space rather than clean up what's all over. We're one room in, and I'm already finding this kind of satisfying. No wonder this guy became an electrician. It's easy and fun. I base my entire knowledge on that from this game. This is a very long and dark hallway. What could go wrong advancing down it? There you are. That doesn't help us too much. I think you don't just have an all the lights going out simultaneously problem, although that is quite disturbing all its own. You also have a not enough lighting problem. Look at that. This place was spooky even before. That's like Silent Hill PT or something. Game which I still have not played. I'll have to get to that on this channel. Oof. It's so dark that chair scared me. Ooh, a key. I don't imagine you want me to go snooping around in your stuff. There you go. An office room key. Lay on bed. Huh. Looks like it would be fun if I lay down here. You are the least professional electrician. However, I'm going to hold off on that for now because this game does have multiple endings. Oh my god, it took me too long to realize there was even anything there. God, what was it? Maybe I should have had a lie down. Would have been way less stressful than this, but I'm a consummate professional and I'm gonna get this done. Oh, what? You have nothing to say about this? You're still thinking about that bed? To be honest, I relate. Unlock. Whoa. That's a lot of computers, you said, not having seen them yet. Well, I have to focus on replacing the lights in this room. Yes, that's what you are. You're a man of focus. I swear I wasn't trying to make a John Wick reference, but it's kind of unavoidable in this context. Ooh, a fuse. I'm confused. Why is there a fuse here? Is that supposed to be a pun? Whatever, it's not our problem yet. Just keep replacing the lights. Sooner or later, we're gonna run into some that won't turn on because the power is out as well, huh? Warehouse key? What kind of house is this? I mean, besides where? And I guess we can't pick it up just yet, but we'll have to remember that it's here. Man, this person went to a lot of trouble to pack this thing like a puzzle box, this house. I was swallowing when that happened, and I didn't even manage to get a scream out. Okay. But I did get just the briefest glimpse of a grinning, deformed face for a moment. Oh, this is the bathroom. And another fuse. Alright, I'd forgotten to go get another thing, though. And we cannot sprint. Oh, dum-de-dum-de-dum. I'm totally unbothered by the fact that one of my legs is a foot shorter than the other, apparently, based on this head bob. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's gonna be 5 by the time we're done making this bathroom the halfway mark. Oh lord, you would really think this is not even like a rising action. It's literally just a house of jump scares, and yeah, sometimes, I'll be honest, sometimes I like a game like this, and this is no exception. Sometimes I just want to get that jolt repeatedly. I come to think of these as almost like the roller coasters of games, you know? Like, if you're comparing roller coasters to great cinema, these are the roller coasters. And no, it's not an unfair comparison. I mean, they're both entertainment. In this essay, I will be comparing and contrasting Casablanca with Whack-A-Mole. Whack-A-Mole is obviously superior. Another lamp here. Yep. Wow, this slow move speed is really getting irritating. This hallway is really just here to pad out the length. I mean, there couldn't be rooms on the opposite side? I feel like that alone would cut down on some of the issues I'm having here. All right, but only 3 left after this. But once again, I'm forced to ask the question, what kind of place is this? Huh, that's the end of the hall, actually. So how can... I feel goosebumps in this room. I'll have to stay focused on changing the lights. Goosebumps. You feel goosebumps. It's like the 3rd or 4th time this has happened. Goosebumps. You got goosebumps. Goosebumps all over, my guy. Oh, I got goosebumps now. Alright, here you go. Boop-a-doop. Alright, all done. Time to go home. Oh, I see. We've just brought extra. Well, that's alright. And this is the fuse box where we'll presumably be putting all of them. Now, you must be really weak if you can't carry all those things at once. We're definitely going to be using that shortly, and, well, I have a feeling you're not going to let me carry all of them. Admittedly, this place does feel a lot better now that the lights are on, but we're about to lose it all, ain't we? Just waiting for the moment. Yep. What? What's that sound? I think I have to check the fuse box in the warehouse. I could just go straight home, but the customer already paid more than I expected before I came. You don't have, like, an invoice? So maybe if the fuse box has a problem and I fix the fuse box, the payment won't be wasted on him. Sir, believe me, I've been on both ends. That is not how billing works. Now, the first fuse was in the next room after this, right? Over here, perhaps? Thank you. But I still can't pick them up. You are the worst at multitasking or even planning for the task at hand. You know, somehow, even after all we've been through, I thought you were a table at first. Just a table that somebody left in the hall. Well, still doing our job, I guess, since my character has shown no reaction to that whatsoever, but utter confusion at a fuse sitting on a shelf. And he's an electrician. All 4 fuses are missing. I have to find them and install them. Alright, well, why don't we start with the closest? Yaboop. And yaboop. Come on. Come on, come on. Oh no, we can't put in any until we've got them all. You can carry these. Your profound training in weightlifting has managed to get you very far in these short minutes. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So sometimes I do just like ramble because I'm a little freaked out and in anticipation of the next jump scare. I've noticed I tend to do that. I guess I feel less alone. Makes me think less about the fact that I am ultimately, even though I'm talking to an audience, just sitting in a dark, empty room. Alright, there's got to be one more. Was there one in here that I don't remember? I could still lay down on the bed. Who knows what I'd wake up to? Hi, yeah. I've kind of come to expect you. That's the problem with packing your jump scares too densely. At a certain point, you do build up a tolerance. Where is this last fuse? Oh, seriously? Why did this need to be a whole thing? Alright, well, I've got all 4 fuses, and now the world's most dedicated electrician is gonna go do his job. I wonder if there'll be more along the way. Maybe in some of the exact same spots? Thus far, no. But there's always the so-called warehouse. Huh. This is the room I got goosebumps from. Yeah, boop. Why did I have to teleport for... Oh no, I'm locked in place. And blam. What? Why doesn't the electricity turn on? I feel something behind me. Well, are you ready, kids? All right, we're turning around in 3, 2, 1. Well, I guess that's our reward for being the best. Work accident. That's no accident, that's a mutilation. And also, who do you even call for this? Like, is that animal control or like what? Well, that was replace the lamp. However, we're not done yet. Wait. Can running. This option make the character can running. Hold left shift to running in game. Wow, they locked that as a new game plus feature. Alright, well, we're gonna do this again. Only this time we're gonna try and get at some of those other endings. Well, now that we can running, let's just get the lights on in here. Can we close the door again? We can't. And let's try sleeping on the job, shall we? Oh no. Well, that happened. Never sleep in stranger's house. How is that different, like, mechanically from work accident? I ask you. I found a secret ending. Wait, so there's 2 more beyond that? Huh, I'm curious now. Now, I'm thinking probably the last ending is going to be to complete the job and get out. The fuses aren't our problem. But what if I try leaving before that? What if I try to Far Cry this thing? I found a lot of indie horror games have used this as an option lately. Let's go.
Oh, hey, looks like you're scared. Like even Lal been plugged in, but you're not in this house. Oh, you left the light box on the table? Thanks, but I think I'll give you a 2 star because I paid you, but you did finish your job. Thank you.
Well, at least we escaped with our lives. I have to say, that's really, really funny how it just taunts you for noping out of the game entirely. But now we're gonna actually do our job and nothing more. Actually, it seems like, if anything, that could be interpreted as the message of the game. Wow, you didn't even wait for the door to open that time. That was, maybe it's because I'm so can running that you wanted to can running too. This should be the last lamp. Alright, time to go home. Boom. And you know what? This is a big heapin' helpin' of not my problem. So, having done our job and left behind free light bulbs, let us do our job and nothing more.
Okay, nice to meet you again. Have you did a good job, but it seems you have tired missing with a fuse box. But that's okay. Are you still at my house? I feel like someone is stalking me. Ah! No!
And in this ending, it's your problem and not ours, which is the best, I think. And we still got paid. Ooh, hey player. Congratulations, you've successfully completed Replace the Lamp. Thank you very much for being interested in playing the game until you get all 3 main endings. The game is inspired from Late Night Mop. Oh, I felt that, so there are many things that might be similar. Thank you, Lixian, for making a horror game called Late Night Mop, which was the inspiration for Replace the Lamp. Oh, that is so cool. A little spoiler for the next game is about coffee. Make sure you follow Yap Game Dev for the next game. I love it. I love it when these like short little indie games, you can just like feel the passion and the appreciation for players. Oh, that was really, really fun. I mean, like I said, even though jump scare fests have like sort of a bad name, I've always felt that there's nothing wrong with executing a cliche well. This game knows exactly what it wants to be, and it does a very good job of it, and I appreciated the experience. And I think it works even better because the game has such a sense of humor about it. Like, it almost seems to be taunting you for getting jump scared, and even taunting you when you try not to get jump scared. So that was really enjoyable. And on to the next. Ooh. This brings us finally to The Floor is Breathing. Again, apparently from multiple perspectives, as we explore what it describes as the deteriorating mental state of a serial killer in the days prior to their capture. Well, let's try it. And so you understand what we found. Hello? Oh, that face. 4 mutilated corpses inside your home. I like the feel of their breath through the floorboards. January 17th, 2007. Ah, the dark, distant past. 7:36. Welcome home. Press E to check tasks. Oh wow, this is pretty spooky looking already. Now, the graphics may be basic, but the lighting is doing a lot of work here. To-do list. Check for monsters under the bed. Use my hammer to fix the window. Watch TV. Go to sleep. I need a to-do list. Oh, look at what's out there. Oh, it's like the house from Beetlejuice or something. Maybe it's meant to imply that this house is my whole world. A newspaper. Divorce rates at highest. Lose yourself in the dream. Reality is cold. You and me both know that hiding in yourself is the only way to sustain your sick fantasies. You can't hide. The drugs and drink can never flush out your guilt. It is all your fault. Everything that happens to you is deserved. You are vile. A loss of a single life, possibly more, is simple ammunition in your war for freedom and pleasure. Broadcast it. Let the world enjoy euphoria with you. Well, I think we got a couple of screws loose. I've actually seen this artwork before somewhere. I mean, it's so dark. But it is familiar to me. Go upstairs. Oh, is it clicking? I didn't think to click. Could click have brought that newspaper up to my eyes and saved me that whole difficult exercise? But I can't seem to take this lantern with me. That would have brought us full circle. All the way back to Al Victorious. Oh, there's my hammer, and it seems like I just scribbled something else in my little note. There we go. Well, I guess that glance was enough for you to check for monsters. Now to fix that window. Who knows what happened to it? Maybe someone tried to escape, maybe I smashed it in a fit of rage, maybe a bird thought it was a way through. And that seems like quite an overreaction. Kind of seems like my character has kind of like adult child traits. Like they just didn't grow up all the way. Now we just have to watch TV and go to sleep. Where's the TV? Was that downstairs? Are those the faces of the people we've killed? Okay, but it seems we consider this watched. I guess just watching TV means more like reveling in our memories. And now it's time for bed. Although, given the way our character is spoken, I imagine we see much the same sights in our dreams. I was right. None of those are the face that we saw in the beginning. January 18th, 8:21. Once again, being welcomed home. I wonder if these aren't the days we're experiencing after each abduction, when we get back from those. Check if the window is safe. Check for monsters under my bed. Watch TV. Go to sleep. Well, it seems like the board has fallen down. There we are. Now time to check for monsters again. Oh, this is so cool. We're settling into the routine of a disturbed mind. Okay, nothing so... There is actually a pair of eyes watching me from down there. But I guess we only said check for monsters and never said anything about doing something about it. But yeah, it seems like we live in a world that is just like so dark yet simplified. Time to watch TV again. A TV which turns on for us as we approach. And now we're left in darkness with seemingly something moving around out here. Let's make our way through. Don't touch the nooses. That section of the floor is moving. And the sound seems like it's coming from over here, or maybe upstairs from my room. Behold, the Lord came with many thousands of his holy ones to execute judgment upon all, and to convict all the ungodly of all their ungodly deeds which they have done in an ungodly way, and of all the... I can't even look away from you, and of all the harsh things which ungodly sinners have spoken against him. And that sob becomes more of a chuckle. Was it always that way? But the eyes don't go away. It's just... now all we can do is go to sleep. January 19th, day after day. I've got to wonder if these were our only victims. I mean, there's potentially a fifth that we saw in the intro. And just what does keep happening to this? But it says in the days leading up to capture, is this something that just started, or have I been at this for a long time? Repair the door, check for monsters, watch TV, go to sleep. Now it's wide open. Whether real or imagined, I think we feel that something's coming for us. You know, you weren't kidding. The creak of the floorboards is actually oddly, very oddly comforting when I see it. Just that slow, pulsating movement. I feel like I could watch it for hours. It's so subtle you almost don't notice it at first unless you really stop and stare. And it seems today the eyes are gone. I can hear creaking all over. It actually creates the sensation that I'm not alone, that there's activity all around me. Maybe that's why it's so comforting? Probably best not to linger too long on these anymore, right? kind of surprised. Never mind. Maybe downstairs? I don't remember if we... Oh, no, right. There was a phone on the opposite side of the living room. Okay. Okay, everything's moving a bit more rapidly than I'd like now. It's a little less comforting and more sickening. I can still... There's the eyes in the darkness that we dare not walk into. And that ringing still penetrates my head. Is that a garbage bag? Oh god, is that what we do with them? Dear Samantha, I'm writing to inform you that you're welcome to our New Year's party. I know you've been very isolated recently, but I think you'll make fast friends with the others. Also, pass on my best wishes to your husband. I haven't seen him for a few weeks. I hope he's doing well. Wishing you the best. Dispose. We're gaseing this thing. Tomorrow is another day. I'm just really not sure at this point whether my character actually understands the extent of what they're doing, whether they feel guilt over it, or if they just can't comprehend what's going on, but like, clearly, if this is how they experience things, then... It's hard to tell if this is guilt or if this is something that, like, nags at them even if they can't figure out why. That diminishing number of characters in our dream every single night. And still we're stalked. You are no longer safe here. I can't actually go down. But you decided to come up to me. Then Elisha prayed and said, "O Lord, please open his eyes that he may see." So the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, that door was not there before, was it? Open your eyes. Whoa, I actually had to look away. That blinded me so much. But we're moving away from the light. Just in my peripheral vision, I can see a large house. Or are we just walking the neighborhood for the first time in a long time? I can see us as some kind of shut-in. That looks like the world's most awesome playground set. But then again, knowing who we are, I almost can't bring myself to press the W key and bring this character over to there. Open your eyes. To my dearest Samantha, how is your husband? I suppose you wouldn't know, but I know. I saw what you've done, and I saw how you murdered your son, too. You make my blood curl, posting your vile actions online, creating a circus out of the death of your own flesh and blood. Deplorable filth. I have all of it recorded, saved, and so do the police. You will not escape your crime, nor your judgment. Enjoy eternal suffering. That's my hammer. Finish what we started. Destroy. January 20th. Recording start. I need to know where this is going. And just what is this place? There's all kinds of like crates and boxes left around. Like this area was used... Oh, and a garden! This almost seems like a place for someone preparing for the end of the world or something. And there's certainly religious themes in the dialogue that we've seen, both from ourselves and from our neighbors. Warrant to enter and search premises. Oh no, we're another perspective entirely. We're like a detective. Hey Mark, I don't know how I feel about this one. She should just be a witness, but something about her and this case makes me uncomfortable. Although she's lost her son and her husband, so go easy on her. I still must insist you don't go alone, but I'm sure you'll ignore me anyway. Be careful. Just ask questions and check the house and get back. See you soon. There's some real dissonant serenity going on here. There's a padlock on the outside, very notably. You're just fine with this? Let's try again. It's at this point that I would be peeking in the windows. Hello? Well, guess it's time to break it down. We're seeing this too. How are we seeing this as well? There's no way this is all what's literally taking place.
Close your eyes.
Oh my god, I just actually felt like my whole body tense up. Oh, that grin. That low-detailed grin. I can't move. Ow. Ah! I'm being tortured. I'm having pieces cut off of me. And it's all being captured on camera. That's why... That's where all those images come from, isn't it? January 20th, same day. A few hours later, you can't run forever. It's over. Can we go upstairs? Upstairs. It's all over. How do they make it feel like I've lived a lifetime and it's all just coming crashing down? Go to sleep. Do I have the option of answering the door? It's not what I would do. So that's the fifth face. Fifth face was our own. And now we attach a real face to those twisted, demonic forms that have been haunting us for the entire time. 4 people, and suddenly we empathize with them. 4 murders, and you couldn't even kill yourself. Leaving us as deformed as our visions of them. You're crowded by physical and digital evidence. The blood on my hands will stain your conscience into the... What were you gonna say? And that was The Floor is Breathing, a totally fungal game. That name sounds familiar. Have I maybe played some of their games before? In any case, I'll be definitely checking their page, but... I honestly can't think of, and I know I've been using it a lot lately, but I cannot think of a better word for that than haunting. I really do enjoy games that sort of put you into the role of a crazy person, or just a very disturbed person. He killed those 4 people, probably killed her husband and her son as well. And all we know is that it's for some sense of, I guess, comfort. All the while, she seems to be regressing in this way. I don't know if the police saw what we did, but it seems like that detective, the one who went to serve the warrant on their own, may have seen something as well. May have caught a glimpse of what it was she was seeing, which is a really interesting point to achieve in that last moment. Because to me, that seems like maybe there was something more to it. Something beyond just her own insanity. It immersed us in that headspace, and that is real psychological horror. I feel like the term psychological horror gets overused these days. Like, so many games tout that as like, yeah, it's psychological horror, you guys, because it makes you feel scared. But this is a real example of that, and it's really interesting, and I think it's the kind of thing that is going to stick with me for a while. It seems like we had a really well-rounded selection tonight, didn't we? Started off with something that's sort of like typical Unity horror, a good mix of creepy and silly. Then we had a straight-up jump scare fest and a job simulator, followed by something genuinely well, really, really spooky and thought-provoking. I really like being able to experience so many different moods in such a short period of time, all within the same genre. I don't know, for some reason that just feels really, really comfy for me, like watching a horror anthology on late-night TV. But if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try any of these games out for yourself, those links will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.